Simon & Schuster Audio presents The Evangelicals, The Struggle to Shape America by Frances FitzGerald. Read by Jacques Roy.
Introduction. When Jimmy Carter, a liberal Southern Baptist, ran for president in 1976, the pollster George Gallup estimated that 50 million Americans were born-again Christians, and Newsweek magazine ran a cover story, "Born Again, the Evangelicals," explaining who these millions of people were. 4 years later, the Christian right emerged in force, declaring holy war against secular humanism, and vowing to mobilize evangelicals to arrest the moral decay of the country. Jerry Falwell, a fundamentalist pastor, Pat Robertson, a televangelist, and conservative Southern Baptists led the charge against the gay rights movement, abortion, and the banning of school prayer. At an enormous rally in Dallas, Ronald Reagan became their standard-bearer and won the presidential election with the help of evangelical votes. The sudden appearance of the Christian right shocked most political observers. Who were these people? And where did the crusade against secular humanism come from? Journalists wrote furiously about these questions until the mid-1980s, when the movement seemed to die away. The Christian right was forgotten for several years, as were evangelicals generally, until the telescandals of Jim and Tammy Baker and Jimmy Swaggart. Then evangelicals were forgotten again. The pattern continued. As the veteran journalist Joe Conason wrote, the political coverage of evangelicals was a cycle of neglect followed by sensationalism and then more neglect. Rick Warren, the best known of evangelical preachers, told journalists in 2005, "It's a funny thing to me that every 5 years American journalism reintroduces evangelicals to America. It's like, starting with Carter, there's a headline, 'Who are evangelicals?' Well, it's not like they're a fringe group." Even the well-informed tend to have very short attention spans when it comes to evangelicals. Many equate evangelicals with fundamentalists or the Christian right, when only a minority belong to either group. Others dismiss them as a marginal group doomed to extinction with the process of modernization. In fact, evangelicals compose nearly a quarter of the population. They are also the most American of religious groups, and during the 19th century they exerted a dominant influence on American culture, morals, and politics. By the mid-20th century, the United States...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?